Hey, besties.
How's it going?
Sorry that we're late, but if you all watched last night like we did, I'm sure you understand that we needed to take a minute to sleep on everything, decompress. I'm afraid that if we hadn't, this Dancing with the Stars recap podcast would have turned into a Gene Simmons hate podcast.
And it would have
It
been
still,
so negative. So negative.
it still might, honestly.
Yeah. We president and vice president of the Gene Simmons Hate Club reporting for duty.
We're gonna get flagged,
I
taken down,
know.
inciting violence.
No violence against Gene. Gene did enough last night.
Yeah, after we talk about this, we're never going to speak of him again.
Yes, I'm so excited to completely remove him from my mind after the end of this episode.
Yeah, this is about to be therapy is what we're saying.
Yes. So hair metal night. The fourth episode of season 33. What did you think of the theme overall?
I think the biggest problem for me was that we had Soul Train the night before, which was so good. And then this did not live up to that for me. It was crazy. And it was unhinged, but not in a fun, goofy way. It was unhinged on a level that I was like, I hate it. Scratch this from the list of nights that we will do in the future. It's not for me.
Right. Yeah.
What did you think?
It had potential to be really great. And because there were elements of it that I liked. You know, I love that we had a rock star, hair metal theme night. I liked the music that, I enjoyed the theme overall, but it was just such a hot mess that it did not hit. So I liked the opening number. I thought it kind of seemed like it was just going to be a lot better than it was. Because if you would have told me that the night was going to go the way that it did after the opening number, I would have been surprised because I really enjoyed the opening number. I liked having that guitarist there. The guitarist I looked his name up, Joel from Whitesnake. Never heard of him before.
Yeah, he's the iconic guitar soloist from Whitesnake. And so when Steven did Whitesnake and it was on the car, it was the iconic moment from the music video. And
which I did. And I loved those parts. So there were definitely elements of the night where I really liked them and liked it. But I don't know. Gene Simmons was a major. Gene Simmons, of course, as we know, the bassist and co-lead singer from Kiss, was our guest judge.
Did you say bassist?
Night. Yeah, he was a bassist. He played the bass. Bassist. Oh my God. I'm an idiot.
The bassist hound.
He is a bassist, if we think about it long enough.
He's a bastard.
Stop.
A bass turd. T-U-R-D, turd.
Turd, yes. Not the other. But the bassist, excuse me, from Kiss was our guest judge last night, and he was a hot mess.
No, he was just a mess. There was nothing hot about it. He was hot and bothered, obviously.
Hot was his favorite word from the English language, but he was not hot.
I'm so... First of all, I want to look at past Katie from 2 nights ago after Monday when I was like, no, this is a good get for Dancing with the Stars because the star power of this. And so here's the deal. Okay. Yes, everyone was like, he doesn't know anything about ballroom. And I was like, that doesn't really matter because so many guest judges don't know about ballroom. Very few, I would say, know about actual ballroom dancing. Some of them know about dance. Some of them are just performers. He should know he is a performer. That is what his bread and butter is. Kiss is iconic.
Yeah.
Performance value was their thing. It's what made them special. Their music is great too, but they had their own thing carved out because of the way that they put on a show.
And the way that their whole vibe.
Their whole vibe, the whole thing. Yeah. So I was like, he can speak on this. He can speak on what a good performance looks like how it's perceived as an audience member. I didn't think that he was unqualified to be a judge. I just think he did such a shitty job of it that I feel like Boo Boo, the dumbass idiot, for thinking that this was going to be good.
Yeah.
I should have known better because, like, he's been problematic.
Yeah. Yeah. I should have, taken my mother seriously whenever she hated it. My mom was, like, ultimately against him from the very beginning, from the second he was announced. She was like, he's the worst. He sucks. That's a terrible idea. And I was like, no, Mom, it's super cool. Like, he's going to get lots
Mom,
of views.
you don't understand.
Oh, no.
Belinda, we're really
seriously,
sorry.
I was like, I know, Mom, I'm really sorry. You were right. You were right. So, yeah. Do you want to get into it? Get into the dances? Is there anything else we have to cover?
So, I just wanted to say that everyone looked absolutely crazy. But, like, I liked the costuming. I thought I agreed with you that all of the music was really good. I thought that Gene Simmons starting it off saying, "Release the Kraken," was very funny. I was excited. I was like, what? But okay, go rock and roll, baby. Like, the rock hands were in the audience all night long. Like, there was an older woman doing the rock hands at one point. And if you're listening, ma'am, I love you. I think you're great. I love you. I said that it started like a fever dream, but that it quickly became a nightmare.
Yeah, that's what I said. Like, the opening number, super great. The vibe, amazing. Like, energy, so high. And then we just quickly tapered down and down and down into the depths of hell.
It was a nosedive straight to hell. Yeah. We didn't go to hell in a handbasket. We took the express train, baby. First class.
Seriously.
I did want to call out Annie Moeller in the Facebook group, which, hi, hello, if you've never been here before, or even if you have. There's a Facebook group that Michelle Salerno created. It's the best place on earth. It's called From Lynn, the 10, DWTS, and we get together every week and live chat about the episode. It's really fun, and it's fun to have someone to talk to about the episode while it's happening. So we just have a lot of laughs. It gets feral and unhinged, but we all have a good time. So Annie Moeller commented in the Facebook group and said, not Gene having a whole subcategory on his Wikipedia for his controversial statements. So this is like his brand, apparently, which, like, I mean, he's an 70s, 80s rock star. Like, I didn't think that he was going to be an upstanding citizen, but I thought that for the theme and, like, the fact that he's a performer, I expected, like, something positive. And it's ABC. I thought they would have, like, prepped him.
Yeah,
no.
I just expected more professionalism. Like, and I guess that was stupid to expect that, but, like, I don't know. I just kind of thought he would have been coached up a little more and been like, hey, here's the things you can say and you can't. And, like, he is 75 years old, but, like, that's just not an excuse for his bad behavior. You know what I mean? Like,
no.
Because I'm not, you know what I mean by that. Like, sometimes, TV was different in his heyday. Like, I can guarantee that. But, like, I don't know. He was just straight up disrespectful and sexist and not a joy to watch.
It was gross. And we're not going to repeat all of his comments from last night because hearing them once was one time too many. We will, like, this is our overarching, like, Gene Simmons has no place. And, like, I don't know if Dancing with the Stars lifetime bans people, but they should implement it right now for Gene because he has no business being in the ballroom.
Every single comment right now on their Instagram post is about how bad he was. Every single comment on everyone's post.
Every video I saw on TikTok today, which, hello, we're on TikTok. We hit over 200 followers today, so thank you for everyone supporting us. We just made this pretty recently, and so thank you so much. I hope that you love it. I think we're funny. Hopefully you do too, but it is at Talk Dirty Dancing to me. But anyway, everything I saw on TikTok today was literally people just talking about how gross and upsetting Gene Simmons was. Because, like, Dancing with the Stars is, like, it's pretty wholesome. Like, in our group, maybe we get a little bit jazzed up about some things. But, I mean, the show itself is pretty wholesome.
Mm-hmm.
So I just, like, knowing that, like, my grandmother watches this, I was, like, embarrassed. I was like, oh, my God, this is not okay.
It was really uncomfortable. I think it made everyone uncomfortable who was listening and watching, but I don't know. there will be things we talk about certainly throughout this episode, but please just know we could not like him less.
Yes, correct. He is at the bottom of the list of people that I have positive feelings for.
Are you ready to go now into the dances?
Well, Danny's up first, so of course I am, baby.
All right. Danny and Whitney had a pas doble to Livin' on a Prayer by Bon Jovi.
I thought this was a really hard song for a pas doble. I get why they did it. Like, it's the Patriots theme, and that was, like, his whole, like, the epitome of his NFL career, basically. It's where he won 2 Super Bowls. He looked so good. Like, I cannot believe it's taken us to week 4 to be able to see his chest. So, thank you, costuming. He looked great. I'm not like wait, I can't. We're not there yet. Hold on. Let me enjoy it first, okay?
Okay.
So, yum. Thanks, Danny. Danny brought his abs. So, his abs and Whitney all were looking great. I wanted this. Let me start by saying, before we talk about Danny specifically, overall, as a whole, the performances tonight were underwhelming to me from last night's. I thought everyone struggled this week except for basically 2-3 people. Mm-hmm. So that being said, Danny was one of them. I don't know, even before the wardrobe malfunction where he got stuck in his leather jacket, which he played off very well. He kept going.
Yes, he did.
He is like in a straitjacket situation. His arms are trapped in this jacket half off, and he still reaches his hand up to catch Whitney's hand.
It was very cute.
Kudos for playing through the issues there. Yeah. But, like, I didn't think that this was a very good dance. You actually had a comment that killed me where you said Danny is cranking that hog.
Yes, because he came out on a motorcycle, which there's this funny TikTok sound that went viral, and it's probably pretty niche, but Ryan and I laugh about it all the time. It's this song called Cranking My Hog in the Garage, and it's about a guy on a motorcycle. And so when Danny wheeled in on the motorcycle, I was just thinking about, Danny loving his minute on his hog right there. But I don't want to sound like Gene, because now here's what's so funny is, like, we talk about constantly how hot these guys are. And then I'm like, do I sound like Gene, like being a weird creep, talking about how hot these guys are? But then again, I'm like, no, because we're not creeps, Yeah,
and I don't want to talk about that.
Okay, well, anyway.
And Gene wasn't wrong. They were hot, hot, hot. Right. It's just like he took it the next step by say it one time, totally fine. I was like, Gene, I'm with you. You guys are hot, hot, hot. And then he was like, anyway, the most beautiful woman in the world. And I was like, okay.
And then he visibly made Whitney uncomfortable.
Yes, I wanted to pull her into my arms and protect her.
Yeah, so I'm with you. I don't think it was his best dance, and I agreed with Derek and Bruno. There were just moments where he's like cutting his movement short. He's like stepping too soon or like not. But I also think it was the jacket. Like, as good as the jacket looked, he should have taken it off like when he got off the motorcycle. Like,
yeah, baby, I'm on board. I mean,
he should have done.
Now
the whole
I'm worried
thing.
I sound like Gene.
Well, I don't mean it like. Okay, it's a very common theme though for these men to do paso shirtless or like with an open shirt. So it wouldn't
because they're giving the people what they want.
Right. And so, like, the jacket just became such a hindrance to him that I just wish it kind of came off sooner for his sake, like, while he's dancing. Because the dance was just kind of a clunky mess at times. And I also think the jacket shoulders being so, like, straight and, I don't know, they were so angular on his shoulders that it just didn't make the moves look that good. But there were there were definitely good parts. It had tons of entertainment value. Like, I really liked how it started off the night because it just got us into the theme. And Whitney, of course, looked amazing. And yeah, their scores were crazy. So Danny got a 7 from Carrie Ann, a 7 from Derek, a 9 from Gene Simmons that no one took seriously.
That 9 was for Whitney, though.
Yeah, and a 7 from Bruno. So at first, let me just kind of say, like, when Gene gave his score here, I was so excited because I was like, yes, Gene's just going to give everybody great scores. That's all I ever want out of a guest judge like this. Like, when you're a guest judge that has no idea what the hell's going on, just give these people good scores. Like, let it ride. So I was excited at first. I was like, hell yeah, Danny gets his first 9. Like, whatever. And, but yeah, so that was a 30 out of 40. Those are my immediate reactions. It was an all 7s dance for sure, but I wasn't mad about the 9 in this moment because I was kind of excited about the 9.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. My biggest complaint was that we didn't see Danny's friends tonight.
No, we saw other friends.
Commented and said, Danny's friends said, my mom will take us to Dancing with the Stars if yours will pick us up.
That is so funny.
Oh, well, they probably weren't invited for tonight, though, because it was very PG-13, and they're definitely only 12.
Definitely.
So, no, this was fine. I think that also another thing and this goes kind of across the board, everybody was dancing with so much makeup, so much costuming, and so much hair that it was probably really difficult. And I think maybe that's why everybody seemed to struggle a little bit.
Yeah.
But I think, like, Danny committed. He had the knuckle tats that said Amendola. He had the black, like, fingernail polish. I was all about it. And I really did like that he wasn't a diva about this. Like, he knew, like, whatever. Like, yeah, we messed up. But, like, he played it off really well. And, like, you can tell, like, he cares and he wants to do really well. But he didn't let it, like, ruin his night, you know?
And he yeeted that jacket off. When he finally got it.
God, when he finally got it off, he whipped that puppy across the ballroom.
He really did. It was hilarious.
Like it was on fire. Which, first of all, whoever put him in leather, or what I assume is pleather, and they're like, you're going to dance a Paso Doble and sweat your ass off. Good luck getting this thing off. Sabotage.
Seriously. Okay,
but
next up.
You're right. It was a good starter for the night.
Sorry, I had something in my throat. My goodness. Okay, next up. Reginald and Emma had a cha-cha to I Wanna Rock by Twisted Sister.
The Goofy Goober song?
The Goofy Goober song.
So Amy Linder started us off by saying, one of Reggie's last moments, according to the judges.
Yeah. Emma,
after the Reggie rant that we went on.
Yeah, I was glad to see Reggie back, healthy in the ballroom, like you and I knew that he would be. I was excited to see him back, ready to go. Loved the green leopard. I just thought it was hilarious. I think Reggie's wig was so funny. It was just so funny. I think Emma absolutely slayed this dance. Emma danced the house down with this dance. She was just whipping that hair.
She's the only one, unfortunately.
I don't know, though. It's like, she seriously, even though, I mean, Reggie, like Carrie Ann said, really had the fewest steps of maybe all time on a dance in the ballroom, Emma she just took it so in stride. Like, it was so fun to watch. Like, watching her just literally give herself whiplash over and over again. Incredible.
While Reggie marched in place.
I loved it. We all knew that he was nearing his time on the show, but I think that
on the show, people, on the show.
Yes, on the show.
He's not even near his time.
But I think that dance was a perfect swan song for him.
I loved it. I was confused about the people in black clapping in the background.
Oh, yeah.
Ready to welcome him into the heavens, I guess. No, just
the Grim Reaper waiting in the back.
his posse.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought at first I just kind of thought it was like random people from the crowd. Wasn't it just people from...
No. It was like a designated group because they were all wearing black. They were all dressed the same.
Oh, that's weird. I thought it was crowd
It was like a happy hands club situation.
Oh my God. Okay, well.
But imagine getting a call from Dancing with the Stars and they're like, we want you to be doing backup for a dance this week. And you're like, oh, my time has come. And they're like, all right, you're going to stand back here and just clap.
Or when you just show up to the live show and they're like, actually, we have a job for you. You're going to be in
put this black shirt on and get out there.
You're going to be Reggie's background dancers tonight. So, I don't know.
Oh, my God.
But his scores, he got a 6 from Carrie Ann, a 5 from Derek, a 5 from Gene Simmons, and a 5 from Bruno. Total of 21 out of 40.
Fine.
It's fine.
Apparently, this is a comment from Sarah Maloof because the camera crew did it again. Apparently, Reggie's friends are friends with Danny's friends, and they're all 12. They cut to Reggie's friends, and it was another group of, like, school children.
I don't know why. I just don't know why they can't get it right. Like, I just don't know. I don't know. But whatever.
It's funny. It's so funny.
It was funny. Okay, next up. Chandler and Brandon had a jive to We're Not Gonna Take It by Twisted Sister.
I thought that this was great. It's Chandler and Brandon. Of course it's going to be great. Like, we know what to expect with them. Right. Their costuming. She looked great. She had hair for days. It was funny, like, seeing, like, she's so bubbly and bright and, like, she's, like, trying to be, like, hard rock. I think the intro package was, like, super staged and uncomfortable, but whatever. It wasn't the worst thing I've ever seen. This show's on ABC, for goodness sake. She really is so incredible. It started off so strong, like they'd been shot out of a cannon. I did see her energy dip towards the end, but, like, of course, like, she's crushing it, working her ass off, like, doing 7,000 times the work that I do any given day of the week in the span of, like, 2 minutes. And so, like, I'm not, like, super mad about it, but I did see what the judges were saying there with, like,
yeah,
I did notice that as well. But, I mean, still, overall, it was amazing. Like, we knew it would be.
Yeah, so I think that this is another time where Chandler came out of the gate so strong in this whole competition. Like, her night one dance was better than some of these people will ever get to. And so sometimes when you don't have the best dance ever and you're as good as her, it doesn't, like, it's almost shocking when you're a viewer because you're like, oh, wait, I thought that was going to still be better, because you're just expecting the very, very best. And so when she was losing some steam there at the end, it was pretty clear. And I thought that the times that her and Brandon were dancing separately, it just wasn't as clean as some other jives. All that being said, still amazing. And like I said, some people will never even get to that caliber that compete on the show.
Or so close.
Yeah. So their theme was the protesters or whatever, like bad girl, like, you know how they have, like, all the picket signs or whatever, the picketing.
Yeah.
And then Derek made the comment about, like, I don't like protesters. Remember season 23? And do you remember that? Do you remember what he's talking about? Because
he's talking about Ryan Lochte, right?
Yes. I was just going to say, for some of our newer people who've never listened before, that's a good, like, history lesson. Because Ryan Lochte competed on season 23, and then it was like there were people there who were wearing shirts like, what did they say? It was like they were like anti-Lochte or something like that, and people, like, stormed the floor while he was getting his scores and stuff, and security had to tackle people off camera and all this stuff. Like, people got escorted out of the show protesting Ryan Lochte's alleged, like, when he lied about being robbed in Rio or whatever. So that's what Derek was talking about, for those of you who did not know. So yeah. But Chandler,
and that's been Dancing with the Stars history with Madeline
101. So yeah, anyway, Chandler and Brandon, overall good dance, not their best, but that's okay. I mean, I was just kind of expecting them to have one of these days, and here it was. So
we were all having one of these days. And really quick before we move on, I need to shout out our unsung hero who saved us all. Like, thank you for your service, Alfonso. He worked overtime to try and keep things on track. He
really did.
Like, I can only imagine what it was like to actually be there, like, in the audience, in the ballroom, because I could feel the tension from my couch. Like, it was so clearly, like, uncomfortable. Like, imagine being Derek and Bruno sat next to Gene Simmons, who's obviously the elephant in the room that he doesn't know he is. Or he might know. I don't think he cared.
No.
And, like, it was just, the whole vibe was so uncomfortable. And I think that also affected, like, how everybody was like, this show sucked. Like, this was a bad episode. Because it was just, like, it translated across the entire night, I felt like.
Yeah, Alfonso doing the Lord's work. I mean, I think I said this texting you and Sarah, but it was like he stepped into the pits of hell for a host of a TV show last night, and he did a very good job. I mean, he kept it light. He smiled through the whole thing. He like really was just so on top of it too. I mean, I don't know. It was a masterclass, honestly. Like, I bet people will study that. Like,
yeah.
seriously. I mean, he did a really good job keeping everyone on track. So
yeah, the wheels were falling off, and we still made it to the finish line by some miracle of God.
Seriously. So Chandler scores.
And that's because Alfonso was our conductor.
Literally, Alfonso scores 8 from Carrie-Ann.
Alfonso scores?
Oh, Chandler and Brandon scores. Carrie-Ann gave an 8. Alfonso gets a 10. Sorry, but Carrie-Ann,
1,000%.
Carrie-Ann gave Chandler and Brandon an 8. Derek gave Chandler and Brandon an 8. Gene a 9 and an 8 from Bruno for a total of 33 out of 40. Okay,
that's fine.
Yeah,
it's fine.
It was an all-8 dance, but Gene was very unpredictable. So I know.
He could have come out with a 3 as far as we knew. God bless. I will also say that, like, what we were talking about a couple of weeks ago, I think, was that, like you said a second ago too, she came out so good that anytime it's not like that near perfection that we've seen from her before, I think it's gonna hurt her. I don't think that she's in danger of going home by any means. I hope not. I love watching her. But I think that when stars have all the potential in the world, it winds up hurting them about the middle of the season.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm with you. Next up, Brooks and Gleb. They had a cha-cha-cha to Nothing But a Good Time by Poison.
She's friends with Bret Michaels.
She is friends with
allegedly.
Bret and Bret's daughter. So she was able to give him a quick call, let him know that she was going to dance to a pole, and that she was excited about dancing to his song. So anyway,
I thought she crushed it on the pole, which is hard. I was impressed. Like, it was really good. I think overall Gleb's choreography is not up to snuff this season.
Yep.
Like, at one point, like, she did improve so much. Like, this was probably her best dance. Like,
I agree with you.
I will agree. With the judges. And the tongue touch heard around the world. I'm not even gonna, like, you can't touch your tongues outside of your mouths. Like,
or in public.
That's not allowed. Touching tongues through, like, within mouths is like a thing. It's called making out, for those of you who don't know. But, like, once it moves to outside of the mouths, it's a criminal offense. Like, the indecent exposure, we don't want it. Please, no.
Yeah, against community guidelines.
Yeah, yes, flagged for inappropriate content. She improved so much, but Gleb's choreo is just so, like, mid. At one point, they're literally doing, like, the little Sally Walker skip with just, like, rock hands in the air for, like, 16 counts.
So bad. So bad.
What is that? That's nothing. He gave us nothing.
Yeah, major disservice to Brooks there, because I'm with you. The parts that there was content, great. I mean, seriously. And I was so worried about that damn pole. I was like, how long are they going to be involved with the pole? But, like, it wasn't even super gimmicky. Like, it was just, like, 80s rock, like, let's dance with this pole, throw some money at her, whatever.
It was on brand. The money guns working overtime.
Yeah, like, didn't bother me. It was fun. And she looked amazing. Like, she looked like she was plucked right out of the 80s. Like, she looked so good. I thought she had tons of growth tonight. Where there was content, great. The Sally Walker skipping across the thing from the pole to the other side of the stair, I'm like, what are y'all doing? But the last lift, really, really good. Like, the very last 8 count of this dance, best part of the whole thing.
Yeah. I mean, her footwork was so much better tonight as well. Like, she looked amazing. And then they just, like, stopped what they were doing. They did their weird tongue thing. And then she had some great footwork. And then they were like, little Sally Walker walking down the street. Rock hands. Like,
can you imagine doing that tongue thing in front of your parents? Her parents were there.
Yeah. My parents were watching last night. And I was like, please. My mom called me after and she was like, oh, ugh. And I was like,
I know.
this is not a good representation of this season. I'm really sorry that this is
Yeah.
the one you picked to start on.
Yeah, also they got the whole tattoo thing. We didn't even talk about that. Like the night
Oh,
before,
her crotch tattoo?
her and Gleb went to a tattoo parlor in LA and she got a tattoo very, very low, like as low as you can possibly probably get a tattoo. And her and Gleb were making out the whole time that she got the tattoo. How weird.
Like, are we gonna get a tattoo reveal on TikTok? Like, do you think?
I'm shocked
what do you
we
think
haven't.
it is?
I have no idea. Maybe like a mirror ball or something. I mean, what if it's a disco ball or something? She doesn't even really give me like tattoo vibes. Like,
no, not at all. She
kinda,
did it it's for the clout.
Yeah, and I'm not saying like, you know what I mean.
Wait, we didn't actually see proof of her getting a tattoo because in the TikTok she shows Gleb holding the tattoo like gun. Is it a gun?
Yeah. Yeah.
And so it's not even confirmed that she actually got one.
Huh. Yeah, I don't know. It was just very interesting. Very interesting. So anyway, their scores. 8 from Carrie Ann, 8 from Derek, 9, well, okay. 10
oh my
from
God,
Gene,
here we go.
And an 8 from Bruno. But as you know, while they were in the skybox, Gene had decided while he was announcing his score that he was going to give them a 10. He said, and I quote, "I'm not the technical guy, so I give it a 10. And everyone freaks out, so excited, first 10 of the year. And then, but the 9
Who is
shows
everyone?
up.
Because I don't know that anyone except for Brooks and Gleb were freaking out about the first 10.
Okay, everyone I think the audience was very excited. Like you could hear it. And then they said, no, actually, I'm sorry, there's someone in my ear. Tyra gave Julie a call really quick to get in her ear and let her know that Gene had actually keyed in the 9. So we have to give them the 9, not the 10. And then the camera pans to Gene and he's just like sitting there. It's so funny. We rewound it twice so we could just kind of see Gene's face because he's like sitting there like, oh, in shame for what he did. But he didn't care.
Yeah, he should be ashamed. He should be ashamed.
So my take on this, don't know how you feel. While I don't necessarily think that was a 10 dance by any means, I do think it was unfair for them to take the 10 away after it had been announced and they had celebrated. And I would stand by that for any couple that went last night. I think that was the wrong thing to do. We've obviously never had that issue before. Like there's been times where Carrie Ann hasn't even held up a paddle or something like that because she couldn't find the right one or whatever. But I mean, it just gave me the ick a little bit that they took it away. And then Gleb being like, okay, bullies. I agreed with him. Like, I didn't think it was the right thing to do to take the 10 away.
Well, I think that I'm conflicted. I see exactly what you're saying. I also think that, like, though, I really do think they have to key in a certain score so that it'll populate on the screen. And so, like, if that's what you're keying in, you can't change it. Because, like, what if you changed it? What if you decided after you keyed it in that you thought it wasn't that good and you held up a 5, but you had keyed in a 7? Like, so I feel like
but there's
really
just
care
no
either way.
Yeah.
Which is mean. I don't mean that ugly.
Yeah, I think if it was anyone else, I'd feel a lot more passionate about it. So therefore, that is why I feel passionate that if you get announced a 10 and you celebrate and you think that that's really the score you got, because they're not seeing what we're seeing on TV, okay? Brooks and Gleb are not seeing these scores populate in this little chart.
Oh, and you're right. No, you're right.
And they're hearing that they get a 10, and then they're like, actually, sorry, guys, like, you get a 9. Like, I don't know. I didn't like it. Gave me the ick. I was just like, just give him the damn 10. This man has already ruined enough things tonight. Like, let's just give it to him and move on. But then again, it's just added to the list of why Gene won't be allowed back.
Yes. I also think that hopefully, if I were a producer on this show, maybe one day, baby, Just kidding. You couldn't pay me enough.
We have too many skeletons in our closet. We have all these podcasts where we've ripped them all to shreds. And if we showed up for an interview, they would be like, here's what you said on August 26, 2001, or 2021. Here's what you said on this day about me specifically.
Costuming would do me so dirty every week. But anyway, I would think that they would tell the guest judge, like, hey, we haven't had 10s yet this season, so like we don't want you to be the one to give the first 10.
Yeah. And they shouldn't even have the paddle over there if it's someone that diabolical.
Right. They should have snuck that away from him after he just like verbally assaulted Whitney and made her want to leave.
Yeah.
I don't know. I see both sides. I do feel really bad for them because that does suck. Because like you think like, oh my God, we did it. And then it's like, oh,
boo.
Okay.
Yeah.
They got, you know what happened? They got the old Steve Harvey Miss USA or the La La Land Moonlight situation.
All of those are so much worse. So I'm just glad it was a 10, or I'm glad it was a 10 to 9 situation. Yes. But anyway, moving on. Stephen and Riley had a foxtrot to Here I Go Again by Whitesnake.
He looked crazy.
He looked like he got electrocuted.
He did. He also, at the end, when he was cheesing super, super big, like cheek to cheek with Riley, the way he was smiling, plus the hair and the glasses, he looked like Gypsy Rose Blanchard.
Oh, buddy. He also took his glasses
off. And that's not... He did?
He did. He took them off right before he walked out. He had his moment where he took them off and gently placed them on the judge's table right next to Bruno.
That's why I didn't notice. It wasn't a whole thing. I didn't like this very much. It felt very marchy. Yeah. Like his footwork did. And I loved the knee slide into the like pommel horsing. The pommel horsing around was awesome. Very cool. But overall, this was just a meh dance for me. And it has nothing to do with Steven. The guitarist was awesome. The car was amazing. We've had 2 cars on the ballroom floor this season.
Yes, we have.
It's only week 4. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But this is just not my fave. What do you think?
So a foxtrot is kind of hard to bring out on a hair metal night, I feel. And it was a slow dance. And how are you supposed to have a elegant foxtrot to Here I Go Again by Whitesnake? But I don't know. Riley did her best with what she was given. Choreography, she throws a lot of content at him. I don't think it really worked well tonight, but you can just tell he's working his ass off. He had great lines and heel leads, but it just was kind of boring, and they usually don't bore me. I saw a TikTok today, and this girl said this about Stephen and Riley. She said, Stephen and Riley lack sex appeal and chemistry. They just look like two puppies romping around the dance floor. So it's just like friendship energy so hard between them that like a foxtrot is hard to believe by them. And so
that's a really good point.
So I kind of look forward to them getting the right song for a slow dance and then seeing how it's performed. I don't know. It was an interesting dance. Not their best, and they ate it up.
I'm surprised that they got all 8s.
I am too.
Honestly.
I really thought there'd be a couple 7s in there. And then Gene Simmons bullied Steven for wearing glasses. Haven't heard that in a while. He actually...
Yeah, what are we, in the 3rd grade? I'm sorry. Get out of here, Gene Simmons.
He's like, you got that whole glasses thing going on. Clark, like Superman, like, you got these glasses. And it was like, what are you saying? Are you a bully?
Oh, okay. Gene Simmons, you're wearing sunglasses inside, you loser.
In the dark.
Yeah, and your hair looks like you're a poodle. Some kind of poodle that has been blow-dried. So I don't want to hear it from you. He was like, what was that thing you did on the middle of the floor? So this guy doesn't even give a shit about the Olympics, obviously. Steve, if he did, he would know that Steven is our pommel horse national hero. He's like, what was that thing that you did? I was like, what the hell? Where have you... Did you not look at anything? You just like waltzed in and were like, I'm here to guest judge.
And Alfonso was like, Gene, he's an Olympian from the United States men's gymnastics team. And Gene
he goes, I don't care.
He was like, I'll give you a gold award. I was like,
oh.
Huh?
He's like, reach down here in these pants and see if you can find a couple gold medals.
Literally. So yeah, all eights. I was good for them for getting all eights. Do I think that it was more of a sevens dance? I do. I certainly do. So interesting.
But hey, I'm happy to see Steven getting his eights. It wasn't an 8 for me, but I love Steven and Riley, and I'm excited to see them continue on.
Right. So my friend Kennedy, who is here, said, remember, like, it's funny because Gene Simmons being here tonight is just a reminder of Tyra being like that every week. Like, you have no idea what she's going to say. You have no idea what's coming. Like, I was trying to think even last night of just the shit that Tyra used to say and thinking how big of a disaster it would have been to have Gene and Tyra in the ballroom at the same time.
Oh my God. She would not have been able to handle and redirect the way Alfonso did and like play it off.
Absolutely
also,
not.
During this dance number is when our Facebook chat broke. It like crashed out. Haley Jean from our group literally sent a DM on Facebook to Mark Zuckerberg. But here's the thing. This was not, she sent a screenshot. She has messaged him multiple times throughout the years. What? Haley, are you okay? I love you.
She wished him
happy birthday in May of 2020, which Mark Zuckerberg's birthday is May 14th. So don't forget to wish him happy birthday.
It's just such a sign of the times, like her wishing Mark Zuckerberg happy birthday in May 2020. Like, homegirl was going
and
through
then,
it.
In August of 2020, she sent, I love you, and a crying emoji. And then, in January of 2021, she sent a post that has since been deleted. So God only knows what that was.
God only knows. God only knows.
Oh my God. When she was like, I just messaged him about our chat, and I see this like thread of unreplied to messages. I was like, what is happening?
So
someone commented, and I forgot who it was. I'm so sorry. And they go, there's a lot to unpack here.
A lot to unpack.
So then we went back to the days of the master post and had to do it like, Abraham Lincoln and the I almost said the Pilgrims. That's not the same.
And then that stopped working too. So it's like, we can't win.
Yes.
We can't win.
Yeah.
Well, then Ezra and Stephanie, the brother and sister, as I was fact checked on the first episode, Ezra and Stephanie, they did a dance and learn moment where Derek was telling us all about the paso and all the Latin dances and stuff. And of course they looked stunning and amazing. And I miss Ezra. So I'm glad he's still, part of the troupe.
And he is still so active on TikTok. So if you're not following Ezra on TikTok, you have to follow him at Ezra Sosa. He is
so good.
A man of the people. He is the prince who was promised, and I cannot wait for him to get a partner that will take him all the way.
Me too.
In the future, because I love him.
Me too. Next up, Dwight and Daniela. Paso to Walk This Way by Aerosmith. What'd you think?
Okay, so before we get into this week, let's talk about last week, aka Soul Train night. So remember we were talking about the whole thing of like, they had something going on where they couldn't practice or whatever. So he went on the Lightweights podcast with Joe Volpe. I'm so sorry, Joe, if you're listening.
I don't know either.
And he explained why they had to go to New York last week. It's because at one point, Dwight was looking into buying one of the WNBA teams. And he had guys that were going to go in with him to purchase this team and become the owners of the team. And these guys stole $7 million from Dwight. Like, they took his investment and just like balled out, lived the rock star lifestyle, houses, cars, like stupid stuff like that. And so there was a lawsuit. He obviously filed a lawsuit against them. And he had to go to court in New York for this whole situation.
For a whole week, basically. Because that kind of stuff takes 5 days at least.
Yes. So that was why they had such an issue. And which I'm happy to report that he claimed that the lawsuit was settled. He won his case. So that's really good news. But he said the whole thing was just like super emotionally and mentally like exhausting, which I'm sure like that's that I have like $7, and if someone took that from me, I would be upset. So like he said it was really hard for him and Daniela, and like being in court, it's like an all-day event, and then you have to practice after, and then they have to travel. So that is I thought maybe he was just like, I love Dwight, but I was like, they were being weird. Like maybe something happened. Maybe somebody like got sick or like.
Like it was like weird.
Yeah. So it was really nice to hear like exactly kind of what was going on. I'll get a little bit of the backstory. But yeah, so that's that on last week. And this week was leaps and bounds better than last week.
Much improved. He actually knew his choreography this week. Definitely powerful. I thought it was so much better than Soul Train night. The height difference felt intense to me last night, but there were definitely parts where he like changed levels, and when he was on his knees doing the knee work, that looked super cool, just like visually different. So I liked that. His shaping was so much better. He was definitely channeling the Matador, and Gene called him a very powerful and attractive man, which again, 2 of his favorite words, powerful, attractive. So
yeah, he says that to other men throughout the night as well. So I thought the costuming was weird. He looked like a genie.
Oh, yeah, he kind of did.
Like the vest was giving genie. The vest and the high pants. And then I thought I loved that he like you said did the level changes, but at one point he like gets up onto his toes, like the balls of his feet, as you do, and it just made him look crazy, which is like, it's not fair. Like he didn't do anything wrong. It's not his fault. But I remember seeing it and being like, oh my God, he's even taller. Like we're pushing 7 feet here.
Yeah.
So my mom even said, she was like, she was like, Dwight Howard, when he was doing the stuff on his knees, he was literally the same height as his partner.
Same height.
I know.
I think he was still taller.
Probably.
I think he was still taller.
I was just so happy to see them come back and like be the Dwight and Danny that we love so much, and I'm really hopeful for them moving forward. So this was a nice change, and it was really nice again to get some insight as to like the goings on of what was going on last week.
Yeah, and it was pretty humble for him too to like not even give excuses last week, just to be like, yeah, we didn't get practice time in. It was disappointing, but this is why this week I'm coming all back. I'm like, I want everyone to know I am all in. Me and Danny are giving our best, and he did, and so I'm happy about that.
Yeah, you have to respect that.
Yeah, for sure. So he got an 8 from Carrie Ann, 7 from Derek, 7 from Gene, 7 from Bruno, for a total of 29 out of 40.
I'm fine with that.
I thought the 8, pretty generous of an 8, but thanks, Carrie Ann.
I like that. If it had gotten into 2-8 territory, I would have been like, well, but I think 1-8 is fine.
Me too. Okay, next up, Eric and Britt. Paso to cherry pie.
Weird, huh?
Pretty weird. Yeah, it was weird. It was just bad. He forgot pretty much all the moves. Britt did, though, however, give him a lot of steps. So, I mean, I like that Britt challenged him. Like, she wasn't just like, hey, I'm going to let you just stand here and dance around you. He had some abilities, and she really challenged him to do it. Fun song. Britt looked amazing, but, it was his time to go. This dance was just kind of proof, like,
spoiler alert.
Yeah, sorry. That's what I wrote in my notes, like, before I knew any of how the night was going to shake out. Just like, this is probably his time.
Well, I was impressed that like Britt put in like the actual like step kicks in a paso.
Yeah,
which was. And he tried. Like, he was out there. He was having fun. He knows, just like Reggie, like, I'm not very good at this. My age is definitely a factor. I'm still out here literally kicking. But I think he kind of took that and was like, you know what? This is really hard on my body. I'm working my ass off. So I'm going to go out there and I'm going to give it my all and I'm going to have fun. And I like that a lot. I think that is a really great attitude to have going into it.
Yeah.
And I think it's like a really gracious way to be in the competition when you know that you're not at the top. So
right.
It was tough to watch because, it just wasn't very good. It was kind of a mess, but like it was also kind of heartwarming to watch because you could tell like he's just doing the best he can, and he's going to make the most out of it, and I appreciate that energy. And then when they go to the skybox for their interview and Britt is signing for vote and he's doing it right next to her, like he obviously like asked her and like she showed him how to do it, so they're doing it together. That just like warmed my heart.
Well,
much.
I thought tonight, like, and we really haven't commented on this a lot about their partnership specifically. We talk about how a lot of people have great partnerships. And this one, it kind of seems like we might have missed it. And I feel like we really got to see a lot of that last night. Because I kind of want to say when they got their scores or when they walk up to the skybox, Eric is disappointed in how he did. And Julianne's trying to like ask him, well, how do you feel about that? How do you feel about that being a double elimination tonight? Like, kind of a weird question for someone who is probably going to go home. And him being like, I feel terrified. And she's like, is this a nothing moment? And Britt was like, no, Julianne. No, it's not. Like, you could tell that hurt their feelings. And I was just kind of like, I wish she didn't say that. Like, I don't know. I feel like you could really tell
it was just really unnecessary. Yeah.
Yeah. And you could tell that Eric really was giving it a lot of work and a lot of effort. And then he's like, at the end, he's like, yeah, I mean, Britt's an incredible partner. I want to make her proud. Like, he's really out here showing up to practice, showing up to do this damn show on live TV, like, and dance for America. Of course he's trying. Like, I don't think he's giving you a nothing answer. He just said he feels terrified and he feels insecure. Remember how he said that? He literally said, she's like, how do you feel about a double elimination? He's like, insecure, like not secure in the dance I just did. I don't know. It kind of made me have the ick again.
Yeah. The ick was the most prominent theme throughout the night. I think also since you're talking about their partnership, I also want to, I've talked so much about like Alona and even like Reggie on TikTok, and like Britt has worked her ass off for their TikTok content. It's been so funny. It's been so good. She's been doing a lot of that stuff where like you take one clip that's like went viral or something and then you like make it flow into like whatever video you're going to post. Like that one guy does with his nail salon. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Like she's been doing that to like get votes for them. Like the one where that larger woman slaps her thighs together in the pool and water goes flying at the camera. She literally let someone splash water into her face and she was like, vote for us. And Eric's like, this will happen again. Like if you don't, like you can tell that they had a really good connection and I'm really happy for them. I'm sad that Britt has had another partner that hasn't gone very far. Yeah. But I think she and Emma typically get maybe the weaker partners sometimes because I think it's because they are so, one, talented at choreographing for someone's skill set, and two, so patient and kind and positive. And like, I think that is like such a testament to who they are, not just as like dancers and choreographers, but like as people. Yeah. So yes, it sucks sometimes to know like some people are given a ringer and some people aren't. But when you look at it as like, it takes a special person to be able to make someone maybe with a lesser skill set or something holding them back to make them shine and help them like have a good experience. I think that's such a compliment.
Agree. Yeah, agree. So they got...
Wow, we just got so deep. Sorry.
I know, but it's sweet. 6 from Carrie Ann, 5 from Derek, 5 from Gene, 5 from Bruno for a 21 out of 40.
It's fine.
Yeah. Next up, Alona and Alan. They had a jive to Come On Feel the Noise by Quiet Riot.
Quiet Riot.
By Quiet Riot. That country accent came out. But Quiet Riot.
Quiet Riot.
Quiet Riot.
I loved that Alan had like a handwritten like Alona tattoo on his arm, on his bicep. That was so cute.
He's like, let's add this.
I know. Again, their partnership is my favorite thing. I think so many people feel the same way we do and just like love the two of them together. And so, you know how we talked about how everyone and their mom has been jumping over their partner's shoulders this season? Well, Alan said, take that, but bring it up a level, kick it up a notch. He did a jump over Alona's shoulders into a split.
The jump split.
And it makes me think of, was it last season that he's in the background of like a picture or video that Daniel took of Britt?
Yes.
And Alan does the craziest jump split in the background. And Daniel just like zooms in and is like, Alan?
That was so funny. We need to go find that video.
I know. It reminded me of that, but I was just like, damn, this man loves a jump split.
He's good at it.
I saw when she messed up, and I just, my heart broke, and you could see, it was written all over her face, and she finished the dance. Even from the beginning, before the mistake, it wasn't her strongest, but it's so hard. Like, it's so hard, and like, I think we are so used to seeing the Chandlers of the world, and even the Joey, who has like some natural talent, which is like awesome. You forget that like a lot of these are people who have no dance experience and have never danced, and like Joey has no dance experience, but like I'm saying, like some people this just doesn't come as naturally for. And we need to remember that and like be kinder, and like if I try to put myself in her shoes, and I was like, I would be feeling the exact same way, like messing up, especially when you've practiced and worked so hard.
Yeah.
And you know you can do it, and it just, you have one go to show them.
Yeah,
that's what devastated for her.
That's what just, like, it feels like a knife to the heart. Like, because you know that she's nailing it. And I've said this about her before. And it's like I had that feeling. She's nailing this in dress rehearsal. She's nailing this all practice. And then it's just the yips. Like, and that's normal. I mean, all the lights, all the hair, all the makeup, all the heels, all the production. Like, it's a lot. I mean, I also think it's crazy. Like, you start on this table, you jump off, and he catches you. Like, it's hard to kind of reset. I don't know. And it's such a bummer because as soon as she messes up, she gets in her head immediately. Like, she's not able to, like, because she, again, not a performer. She's not, like, prepared to, like, she's a perfectionist also, you can tell. Like, when she when she has a misstep, it is written all over her face in like big bold letters, like, I just messed up. And then I think the crying, like when she got so emotional, I also think that's like an adrenaline come down. Like, because I think,
absolutely.
Like not only is she's like overwhelmed with emotion. She was overwhelmed with emotion last night. Like, she was bummed out. She was nervous. And then her adrenaline, I just really think was pumping. I feel like this is such an emotional experience for these people. And it was just like a real response to see her. She was trying so hard not to cry that she's pretending to rub lipstick off her teeth. She was trying so hard not to cry. And Carrie Ann's comment, and she's like, "Are you okay, Alona? Alona, are you okay?" And she says, "Been better, Carrie Ann. Thank you." Iconic. Like,
but also like Carrie Ann and Julianne have no concept of girl code, because if you've ever been, as Carrie Ann would say, woman to woman, right? Like, if you've ever been in a situation where you're already on the verge of tears, and someone either A, asks you about it, or B, asks to give you a hug, it's game over. It's game over. Just like, I appreciate Carrie Ann asking and making sure she's okay. Because there was one point when they showed her afterwards, and I thought she was going to pass out. Like, I thought she was, like, having, like, a panic attack or something. So I was glad that she was just, like, I mean, I wasn't glad she was upset, but I was glad that she was, like, not hurt or something.
Me too.
But I was like, damn, Carrie Ann, don't ask her how she's doing. Like, give her a second to, like, get through it, you know?
You know she's having a hard time. Like, just, yeah. But Alan is such a good partner for her. And I just love Alona's authenticity. And, like, even their time in the skybox, she's like, hey, this is hard. This is crazy.
Yeah. And she was so real for that, honestly. Like, I feel like any, like, non-star, like, normal person, like, if I went out there and I, like, messed up on national television and then someone's asking me about it, I would want to go. I would want to leave and cry.
Yeah. So her score, she got a 7 from Carrie Ann, a 6 from Derek, a 7 from Gene, and a 6 from Bruno, for a total of 26 out of 40, which is not her best.
And it wasn't her best, but
she'll be back.
She'll be back. Of course she'll be back. I loved Alan, I don't know if this was on the actual show or if I saw it on like TikTok or something in like a post-show interview. He's talking about her. I've never heard him talk about, like, even Hannah Brown, who he won a Mirror Ball with. Like, I've never heard him talk about someone with such, like, compassion and, like awe.
Yeah.
Like, he's in awe
pride.
of her.
He has a lot of pride for his partnership this year.
Yes, and he was like, she could never, ever disappoint me. And, like, he just thinks the world of her, and I love that. I love that for both of them. I love them. I want only good things for these two. And she's already out here making light of the situation. I did love later towards the end of the episode, she's, like, in the background of a Skybox interview, and she's, like, giving a thumbs up, like, hey, I'm okay. I had my moment. I'm good. We're back on track, you know.
Yeah.
Which is, like, that's amazing. And then on TikTok today, she posted an audio of her and Alan where she's doing the Carrie Ann voice and he's doing her voice. And yeah. She's so real for that. I love her.
Yeah, this might spark some controversy, but I think the crowd reaction after her dance last night, even before she was emotional, tells you everything you need to know about what the voters think about her. I predicted her as the winner in the first episode, and I still think she can. I still think she can do it. I think she has the support of so many people, and I don't know. It's okay that she hasn't peaked yet. Like, I think it's a good thing that she still hasn't peaked.
Yeah, it is a good thing. So I think her, Danny, Jen, like, the people that, like, and Steven, like, these people that are kind of riding the middle, and the Phaedra riding the middle of the pack, they have, the sky's the limit for them. Yeah. The Joeys and Chandlers are the ones who are going to struggle so badly because
they're capping out.
Yeah, everyone has seen what they can do and how well they can do it. And, like, yes, they still have a ton of fan support, and I love them. This is nothing against them. Just, like, in the past, like, what we know of the show, the people who kind of stall out in their growth tend to have a harder time.
Agree.
As the season progresses.
Agree. All right, moving on. Jen and Sasha, Paso to the final countdown.
I think this was my favorite dance of the night.
Oh my God, look at Jen. Look at Jen. 2
in a row for her.
Yeah. I would not say that Jen's was my favorite of the night, but it was second.
Yeah, it's a toss-up. My top, and I know we have the same top two. It could go either way, but damn, it was so good. Sasha decided, you know what? I'm about to choreograph the shit out of everything this season. It was amazing. There was every single paso, like, component in this dance.
Yep.
And she crushed all of them. She ate no crumbs. It was amazing. I was in awe of this.
Yeah, she killed it. I'm with you. I think Sasha knew his job was in jeopardy, and he decided, he was like, you know what? This is my year. And those two just complement each other so well out there. It's like they are just the perfect size, like, for each other. It's like they look like they've been dancing together for way longer than they have. They have the believable chemistry. They have
Yes, they have the believable chemistry that Brooks and Gleb are trying to force down our throats.
Yeah, and it's just crazy because I don't know, it's just such a wild card. Jen is not what I expected, and I'm loving her. I think that she killed this. I thought that it was such a good paso. She's moving right on up, and the knee walks, best part of the dance. Best part of the dance.
And were you, like, squeezing your butt while she was, like, doing the knee walks and her skirt is there?
Yeah,
all
badass.
I could picture was her foot getting hung on her skirt. Because we've seen it so many times, like, not just even in, like, a paso, but, like, in any dance, your heel can get hung on your skirt and throw the whole thing off.
Yeah,
I was so nervous.
Not her. She killed it. I was just like...
No, she was like, oh, skirt and heels, knee walks, say less, I got you.
Yeah, so... incredible. Their scores, though, on the other hand. So they got an 8 from Carrie Ann, an 8 from Derek, a 7 from Gene, and an 8 from Bruno. I don't understand the 7. I just don't get it. Who gave him permission? I don't know. What the hell, Gene?
I will say, I think he really felt bad about the 7. I think that he thought the other judges were going to give 7s. Like, you know, when you like think you're aligned with people and like you're the person who doesn't know what's going on, so you're like trying to like be in line with like the rest of the group. I think on this one he was like, because that's why he was like, don't hate me, 7. I think that's what he thought what the rest of the group was gonna do.
Why didn't he just copy his neighbor? Like, actually look, like, take a look, copy your neighbor, and then...
Well, he had his damn sunglasses on, he couldn't see.
I know. I'm just like, why couldn't he just copy his neighbor? I'm like, dude, a 7? Like, what? And
I thought she deserved at least 1 9 for this dance. I thought this was that good.
Love that take. Love that take, because I'm right there with you. I think the 7 was crazy. I would have been fine with all 8s, but I would have loved a 9, and I'm kind of surprised she didn't get 1 for how good it was.
It was so good. It was literally so good. And they shout out Sasha for his choreography?
Oh yeah, they told Sasha that he put every single possible move of a passo in that dance, and she executed
and she crushed it. And then they were like, "Here's an 8."
Here's
like,
an 8.
Can someone gas her up, please? Like she just did that.
Yeah, I hope she feels good about it because it was really good. Oh, and even like the theatrics that Sasha's including in the dances are good. Like I enjoyed the beginning with like the flame torch or whatever.
Yeah, and it lasted 2 seconds, and then it was over. It was perfect. It was perfect.
So Sasha, you're killing it. You're doing great, sweetie.
Yes, I'm so proud of you. You're doing amazing, sweetie.
Next up,
and Jen, you're also doing amazing, sweetie.
You are. Next up, Phaedra and Val. Passo. There were so many passos. You were so right.
I told you. I gave you the forecast. I said 100% chance of paso dobles.
Yeah, 5 out of the 12, or I think 5 out of the 11. That's a lot. Okay, passo 2. You Give Love a Bad Name by Bon Jovi. What did you think?
She looked like Tina Turner.
She really did. She embodied it 100%. Looked just like her.
It was a little bit wobbly and awkward. Mm-hmm. It was a little, she also was kind of giving little Sally Walker. Like it was a little skippish. Like I don't know if it's just because her legs are shorter. But it didn't look super natural. The ending was weird. I don't know if something happened. I feel like there were a lot of issues just like throughout the night, like where something weird happened for people while they were performing. Yeah. This was not my favorite. I was not super impressed. I didn't think it was bad. Like there was nothing that stood out to me and I was like as a glaring error. But I was like, it's just, it is what it is. Like, I don't like it, really. I don't dislike it, but it's just, like, there. It was fine. I just know that she can do better, and I feel like, I just feel like this did not play to her strengths, which, like, everyone has to do a dance that isn't their best. So, like, it's not a big deal. It happens. I was pissed, though, when we're going through the judging, and Carrie Ann is so out of pocket, and she goes, if you get to move on, like, here's some feedback on what you can work on. I was like, okay, rude.
Yeah, weird. So weird. It's like, who did you think was going to go home? Carrie Ann?
And here's a hot take. I think that during the commercial break between Jen and Phaedra, they told, like, Gene, you've got to chill out. Like, they basically, like, scolded him because he said, he was telling her something about, oh, I love the bad girl and the bad boy. And she, like, did a little, like, dip or something. Like, nothing, it's no big deal. And he was like, calm down now. It's a family show.
And Alfonso said, which
was rude as hell. Yeah, rude as hell. And Alfonso, oh, now you care?
Yeah.
And I was just like, at that point, I was like, get us out of here. Like, take us off the air. We've had enough. Everyone has reached their limit. I don't know if it's because we're back to back. Like, what's happening? But we've lost control here.
Yeah.
I don't know if he was doing it to be an asshole, not Alfonso, but Gene, like to her or to like, I don't know. He just was an asshole to her. And I don't want to say like why that could be, but I'm just going to say that he was an asshole and leave it at that.
Well, yeah. And I haven't got to recap their dance. It wasn't her best.
Sorry.
She always looks good. And no, I just wanted to I wanted to say my piece because I have something to say about her interview at the end, but she always looks perfect, but she doesn't always dance perfect. Like she just looked lost through her dance. It was an okay dance. She definitely just has so much more in her. I would have loved to see more work with the skirt. That's all my notes. But in the post-show interview, because they get their scores. She gets a 7 from Carrie-Ann, a 7 from Derek, a 5 from Gene, which like what the fuck, and
straight
a 7
to jail. To jail.
And a 7 from Bruno. And in her post show interview,
I love this.
A woman asks her, she says, "So what do you think like is up with Gene? What did you think about Gene's score?" And she was like, I just don't think he likes short black women. And Val said, he likes tall black women. Like Val, the media training on Val is so funny because it's like
it's Phaedra, so good.
You just don't know what Phaedra's gonna say, and like you know what, she stood on her scruples, she stood on business, she said what she thought, and she was like, yeah, he was crazy. When she got her score, she literally said bullshit straight to the camera. Like,
she did, and she should have because it was bullshit. She also said in this same interview, which was I saw it on TikTok.
Hilarious.
Pop Culture Momo did this post-show interview. Phaedra, they asked her about the score. She goes, I think we did really well. Besides, Gene Simmons was being a total ding-a-ling.
Yeah, ding-a-ling. That's what it was. Ding-a-ling.
Which is so funny. And then, yeah, she did that. I don't think he likes short black women. And Val let that sit for like 2 seconds and was like, how can I save this? He likes tall black women.
But it was funny because it's like, even Val is like, yeah, that's me also saying something like, what the hell? Like, this is my partner.
Yeah.
And
I don't think that he was doing that to like diminish like what she was saying. I think he was just trying to
not at all.
Reiterate it. And he would die for her. I have no questions about that.
Oh yeah, he's in love with her. He
loves her.
Yeah, he was reiterating her point, but like keeping it light and goofy. But I'm happy that she said it because what the fuck? Yeah, like why a 5? But anyway, they got a 26 out of 40, which really like that's when the 5 is so out of pocket because it can really just push you so far down the leaderboard. Next up, we have Joey and Jenna. They had their tango to Rock You Like a Hurricane by the Scorpions.
Man, you know how we were like not the biggest Joey hype team last week or this week, last episode, whatever.
Monday night.
Yes. Well, we're all in on this. Yeah, I loved this.
Back on the Joey train. I thought, so before Joey and Jenna did their dance, they did the PSA for the hurricane relief victims and let us know that they did not choose this song the same week that a hurricane was going to devastate the coast of Florida. And they kind of made this little PSA about it. So
yeah, it was really nice. Like they told you like where you could donate for hurricane relief efforts, which like, I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of people who probably are like, it's just a song, like it's not that serious. But then there are other people who probably would think that it was a big deal.
Yeah.
And so either way, like I feel like the PSA was like a perfect way to appease both groups, which is a rare occurrence. Mm-hmm. And I know that you and I both personally want to send our thoughts and prayers to everyone affected by the hurricanes and the flooding, not just in Florida, but also the recent one in North Carolina and just everybody who's dealing with the aftermath of all of this crazy weather.
Yeah, and to our Florida girls who listened to the podcast and even told us in the group that they were getting ready to evacuate and then unable to even watch the show because it was just all news about the hurricane. I'm just thankful to hear for now that you guys are safe and hunkered down. So I look forward to getting a full update from y'all in the group.
Yes, absolutely. But on lighter terms,
yes,
this was it, baby.
Oh my God, this dance, I don't even have any notes because it was just so incredible. Joey is I am blown away by him. I was not blown away by him Monday night, but this dance, he came back and gave it his all. He looked so good in that outfit. It was funny because I don't know if it's something with like the coloring of my TV or what, but I thought that Joey had drawn on chest hair and Katie let me know that it was flames.
Yeah, because she posted it in the group. She was like, I can't believe they drew chest hair on him. And I was like, Bestie, you still have time to delete this. It's flames.
Yeah, no, I had no idea.
He borrowed Guy Fieri's special occasion attire for this.
I would love it if Guy Fieri would be on, what's it called? On Dancing with the Stars.
That
I
would,
wish he,
I would die.
if he could take a quick break from drivers, oh my God, diners, drive-ins, and dives, it would be really great. So
He's too busy being the mayor of Flavortown. He
he would
can't.
probably win. He would probably win Dancing with the Stars if he was
I
on.
have no doubt that
Yeah.
he would win.
But yeah, Joey, back to Joey. I love him. He's so good. It was an incredible dance. No notes. And it's also Katie's favorite style of dance. So I just knew you were going to love this one because it was a really good tango too.
Well, so my favorite is actually an Argentine tango, but I mean, that's okay. It's just a more specific version. But no, this was such a great tango. I loved it so much. The energy was through the roof. It was just amazing. He looked fantastic. I loved how much guy liner we had this week.
So much.
It was crazy.
I bet they're out of eyeliner in the back.
For sure. Definitely. But it was so good. Last episode, I felt so bummed having to be like, Joey's dance is not my favorite. And so like getting to get on here and get hyped up with everybody who loved it just as much as we did feels so good. Everything is back to being right in the world of Dancing with the Stars. And it was really nice to end on such like a positive note. And then during the judging, though, Gene called Joey Gene. And then he was like, oh, sorry, you're just also a powerful and attractive man. And I was like, oh, my God. I was like, get this man off of my television screen. Stat.
Kelsey was loving it, though.
As she should. Could you imagine watching your man out there doing that?
I actually cannot. Like that. No. I cannot, but I seriously, like, he just seems so pure too. I've even seen interviews, like TikToks and stuff come out about like what Joey and Jenna say about each other. And it was just really cute. Jenna was talking about Joey and said that he just has so much emotional intelligence and he's just so kind. And she said, you can tell he grew up with sisters because he's just so respectful. And I was like, damn, girl, I love him so much more.
Yeah, I think he like is legitimately a good guy, which is amazing.
And rare for The Bachelor. So it's exciting that, I don't know. I mean, I just love him. So.
And I cannot believe that this man just like took to this like a...
Oh, like he's been doing it his whole life. Like he grew up in Utah. Like,
yeah.
My God. Yeah. Forget Louisiana. This man was raised in Salt Lake City. At the whatever their dance studio was, it's like Rising Stars or something like that. I forget what the name of their studio is that they all went to growing up. It's like Joey has been there his whole life.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, the secret lives of not Mormon, not Utah, but just Joey. The secret life of Joey.
Yeah, the secret life of Joey.
He's a drummer.
Oh, the drums. Oh my God. He came out there playing the drums.
Just, what can this man not do?
No, seriously.
It really is like the secret life of Joey. Like every week they reveal like some other like skill that he has. And I'm just like, okay, what is wrong with him? There's got to be maybe he has like really bad gas.
I was going to say ugly feet or something. Like he has to have a flaw. I just don't. Maybe like bad handwriting. You know, like, because it can't be that bad. Like, I feel like everything about him is perfect.
I know. He's really great.
Anyway.
I was so happy. I was so happy with this dance. It was to the level, you know how I told you last week that I've been like chasing that high that I got from his first dance?
Yeah.
This felt like back in that level. So I was just like, I was feeling so good about it. And I just, what a way to end the evening.
Yes, and the judges delivered. He got all nines for a 36 out of 40, which was the second all nines dance of the season because Chandler got one on Soul Train night. So it was cool to see Joey and Jenna at the top of that leaderboard.
Did you think it was super weird that Gene was like, I've got something for you?
Yes.
I was
so
like,
weird.
Well, that leads me to believe that he was going to give him a 10.
Yeah.
And he's like, I've got something. It was literally that clip. I hope you're hungry for nothing.
For nothing. Yeah.
I was like, when he pulled up his paddle and it was a 9, I was like, okay, what What was that? What?
Yeah, my TV's like 40 seconds behind live television for whatever reason. And I was texting Katie being like, he's definitely going to get a 10. He's going to get a 10. She's like, what are you talking about? He got all nines. I'm like, oh, because I didn't know yet. Because I thought first.
Spoiler alert. Sorry.
Yeah, spoiler alert. I'm about 40 seconds behind everyone else. So, but anyway, happy for him. Excited to see what he does next week. Just ready to see him back out there.
Yes.
Okay, so a lot more somber of a note, we have the double elimination. And so kind of how they designed it last night was that they called by groups of 4 who was safe first. And so the first 4 couples that they called safe were Joey and Jenna, Brooks and Gleb, Steven and Riley, and then Chandler and Brandon. So those 4 are safe. Then we get the next 4 called by Alfonso. And they called Jen and Sasha safe, Phaedra and Val safe, Danny and Whitney safe, and then Dwight and Daniela safe. So then that leaves us with Alona and Alan, Eric and Britt, and Reginald and Emma for our potential double elimination couples.
So I'm actually super pissed off, which, like, this is why we'll never be producers for this show, because I'm about to talk some shit. I'm about to talk my truth here. Okay. They literally did this on purpose because they pick, and Alfonso makes a point every week to say, while not necessarily the bottom 2, 3, however many, these are the people that are up for elimination. So they know one of these couples is the one who is going home, or in this case, 2 of these couples are the ones who are going home. Right. And then one just like unlucky pair of suckers gets chosen to be the sacrificial lamb that has to go out there and, you know, poop their pants for 30 seconds while they wait to figure out their fate. And they knew that Alona had already had an emotional night because she was upset and frustrated with herself, which is totally understandable and fine. But she's like back on the up and up, and everyone knows that like Alona is the people's champion. Like, people love this woman. Like, you can see it on TikTok, you can see it on Instagram, you can see it on the Dancing with the Stars pages, you can see it everywhere. People love Alona. You can hear it when the crowd cheers. So there was 0% of me that believed that she was going home and that this was anything more than a publicity stunt at the cost of her feelings, and that is not cool with me.
Right, because it's like, you know, we have all the confidence in the world in them. Like, we know Alona's not leaving. We have a really good idea that it's most likely Reggie and Eric's time to go. But it still is emotional because you think, oh my God, wait a second. It really could be them. Like, even though you know it's not, it could be them. And I feel like in their shoes, they never feel secure. Like, they always feel like they could go home. Because, you know, especially people like Alan, he's seen what can happen on the show. And so it's like, I don't know. It just felt crazy because it was majorly toying with their emotions because it was clear as day that Alona's not going anywhere. I think she's going to be there through the end. I think she could still win the whole thing. Like, I don't know. I hated that.
I hated it so much. And like, Alan like put his head down and like, I don't know if he was crying or not. I couldn't see around all that damn hair, but like, you could just tell that they were like for real upset because like, as far as they know, they're literally on the chopping block every week because it's all, and like part of it is like how you come out and perform, but like I just, and like you said, like we have seen all kinds of crazy stuff happen on this show throughout the years. Like there have been, they always tell us a shocking elimination, but like there have truly been some shocking eliminations. Yeah. And so like, I just, you're right. I had that little tiny pit in my stomach of doubt of like, oh my God, what if Reggie got the vote?
Yes, because people ride with Reggie. Like, we knew that. Yeah.
Yeah, which is fine. We love Reg. Big Reg.
But, and he was there. He was there and he was fine.
Yes. But yeah, he was smiling. He was definitely breathing. He moved around. I think I would guarantee there was a pulse. I think he was sweating at one point. So, like, our guy is functioning.
Signs of life, baby.
Yes. So, yeah, that was really shitty to me. Like, I did not like that. I wish they had picked someone else. Although, I mean, I feel like everyone had been through so much just with, like, the Gene Simmons of it all by that point that it was like, it made me more irrationally angry than if it had been just, like, any all night. Because, I mean, probably most people are going to be in the bottom at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even your mirror ball champion will probably be in an elimination situation.
But here's what's frustrating, too. It's like, why wouldn't you actually tell the viewers who's in the bottom 3? So then we could know who needs the votes if they don't deserve to be there. You know what I mean? Like,
because they hate us.
Yeah,
We've been asking for this for years.
Transparency. I know, for real. Like, show me the numbers. Actually, show me the numbers.
But then I feel like, though, if, you know, like with the Charli D'Amelio season, and probably to some extent this season as well, like, there are going to be some people who are just getting every single freaking vote. And because it's not a formula, there's not like a, you know, it counts as like 10% of the vote. So, like, people would have to, like, do harder math. It's literally a 50-50 split. So if you're getting this many votes and these are your average scores, like, you can kind of see.
Yeah.
So that's why they don't do that.
Yeah, that was the Hannah Brown year, too. Like, they were saying, you know, no one was ever going to beat her because she had so many people tuning in and watching. Like, that's just how it is. But it's like, I just want more transparency. Like, I don't know. So then they call Alona and Alan safe, and then Eric and Britt and Reggie and Emma are 2 eliminated couples.
Which I feel like they were both, like, yes, sad. I think the guys were more sad for their partners because I think they were both, like, pretty exhausted. I mean, they've done 4 dances to this point, and it's hard. It's hard work. And so I think that they're at peace with it. I'm at peace with it. I think that everybody had the most lovely things to say about one another, which it was so nice getting to have an interview at the end for the eliminated couples. I appreciated that so much.
Me too.
But yeah, no, I thought it went exactly how it should have gone. And I think that everyone can leave the ballroom with their heads held high. Yeah.
And I feel a lot too, like, a lot better about Eric and Britt's partnership. I feel like we kind of got to see the past 2 nights that blossomed a lot more, and Eric kind of became this more endearing figure for sure. I liked getting to see this side of him. I think he went out on a good note, and same for Reggie. Obviously, the people loved him. Reggie's a king. He'll always be king of the ballroom. And then I saw Emma's post about him now, like, not being on Dancing with the Stars, and she posted, like, he would love to be on a show. She's like, someone pick Reggie up for a show. And my friend Emily made the comment, he would be amazing on Abbott Elementary.
Oh my gosh, yes. Yes.
So I'm really, like, I'm holding out hope that he could possibly get picked up for something that's super popular right now. Like, I don't know, whatever the people are talking about, like The Bear or Abbott Elementary. Like, it would just be amazing to see him back in TV. And
Quinta Brunson, if you're listening, she is, it's her, Abbott Elementary's her show. Yes. If you're listening, pick up our guy Reggie.
I just think that would be, don't you just think that would be great?
I would love that so much.
I would love it too. So anyway, I'm excited for next week. So next week is dedication night, where each couple will perform one unlearned dance dedicated to someone special. We don't know how many couples are going to go home next week. Then the 3-time mirror ball champion Mark Ballas is there as a guest judge. I totally believe in him and have the utmost faith in him. Plus, we're also going to get Derek Cuff and his wife Haley back in the ballroom to dance to commemorate Haley's return to the ballroom after her hospitalization for cranial hematoma.
I feel like my tear ducts are not prepared for this. Like,
yeah.
Kleenex, we would love to sponsor you. I typically just use my Costco Kirkland toilet paper to wipe my eyes and blow my nose. But if Kleenex, whoever wants to give us money, we will sponsor you. I will wipe my eyes with whatever you guys will pay me to. Yeah. So, but because y'all know I'm a big old softie. Like, I know I talk a bunch of like shit and stuff on here, but at the end of the day, like, I do be crying. Like,
oh, this night's going to be really good. And then I'm sorry that our episode's coming out a little late. We had some technical difficulties, came out, and then once it was posted, it was just 20 minutes of honestly hilarious commentary because it's just my voice talking.
I was talking and given my all, and no one can hear it.
Katie was speaking into the void, and I was just speaking. It was hilarious. Like I'm talking to a ghost or something. It is so funny. Me and Ryan stood in the kitchen and laughed at it earlier.
You
It's
just
really good.
giggling into silence and then going, yeah.
And the amount of times I say yeah to you, and then at one point I'm like, I don't know. Like I'm just like whispering at one point. It was really funny.
Oh my God, it's like something off of like a ghost hunter TV show. It's like,
Yeah.
did you pick up that recording? I don't know.
So for those of you who did get to hear that, please share with the class if you enjoyed it. But yeah, I'm excited for next week. I can't wait to do this all again. I can't wait to cry it out.
Yeah, it's gonna be therapeutic.
Yeah.
I'm really pumped.
I think it's going to be a really good night. I think anything is going to be better than what we experienced yesterday.
Yes, and also I will go ahead and say right now that I would, as much as I would hate for us to have an entire season of all like double eliminations because that would be devastating. But however, it hurts my heart so much to send someone home on either like most memorable year or like a dedication. Like,
Yeah.
where,
Yeah.
like, that is so
Cruel.
sad. It's mean. It is straight up mean.
It is mean. And I just looked at the weather forecast and it's 100% chance of contemporaries and Roombas. So it's going to be good.
I don't think anybody has a waltz.
One, Joey and Jenna.
Oh, okay.
But I don't want to get too into it now because I can see everything. So.
I know. I saw it earlier too. And I saw who was dedicated to who. And I was like, I'm not going to be okay. This is a call for help right now. So just everybody check on your people because we're all going to be unwell next week.
There's only 9 couples left already.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yep. So I'm excited for us to do it all again.
Hooray! Oh, and there is a new TikTok filter for you to rank the stars and where you think they'll wind up. And Danny Amendola has finally made an appearance. So
thank goodness.
Thank goodness. Hooray. They finally put some respect on my man's name.
We'll have to do that one.
We do need to do that one. But thank you all so much for your support. Follow us on TikTok at Talk Dirty Dancing to Me. Also under the same name on Instagram. Like and review this podcast if you like it, which hopefully you do, and join our Facebook group From Lynn the 10 DWTS. It's really fun. We love you guys. Thank you. We would still be doing this without you, but it's a lot more fun with you.
Amen. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.